What's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, TB, and today's gonna be more of a topical video. Usually I do these whenever something comes along that sparks my interest and I feel like I want to hear other people's opinion because it's something that I believe that matters to me, and we can start up a good conversation, you know what I mean? I recently was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, the Gaming Illuminaughty podcast. I've been listening to it for such a long time, and every single person in that crew is a great person. They all have really insightful things to say, and I always get something good, out of it whenever I listen to the podcast. Always something that shines a light on something that I maybe didn't know about. It's a good source of information, and the dudes are just funny. So I'm gonna put a clip of their podcast in the video so you can get a little bit more of context of what the conversation is supposed to be like, because the question today is there value in achievements, like achievements, trophies, that sort of a thing that's kind of been with us since I would say the PS3 and the Xbox 360 days. So I'm gonna play it.
It's funny. Speaking of Steam, let's talk about their competition, Epic Games. Their official Twitter recently announced that they are rolling out achievements for their game. Certain games already have achievements, and then they'll be implementing it into other games, and adjustments will be made based on feedback. And I thought this was interesting because I was like, I had the epiphany. I was like, are achievements even relevant still? Like, do y'all care about this?
To losers, it matters. And I'm not talking about the hate community. I'm just talking about just anybody who really cares and considers that, because you platinum a game that you're, validated, that you got the stamp as a gamer. That's loser shit, bro. We are grown men. I cared about achievements when I was like 18 on Xbox, but it still didn't mean anything, bro. Yeah, that was a different time. Who cares about this stuff? I don't even play games on hard anymore. Like, I used to, but like that was back when I cared about numbers. Like, come on now, nobody cares about this stuff. Achievements are cool, yeah, they pop up, sure, but it's only a certain amount of people that care, and they should be ashamed that they even care.
Like, maybe you want a challenge or something like that. Like, that's totally fine for like people who like challenges or like specific like cool things they want to do. That's totally fine. But like, I feel like the loser shit comes in when you try to use that to like hold that over someone's head.
It's one thing if it happens. It's another thing if you plan your day, your week, your month around trying to get plat. That's a little weird. Like,
that's some hella like weirdo shit. So yeah, that's not for me, bro.
I mean,
if that's you, go for it, bro. More power to you. I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't do. I'm not one of them people.
But just don't be coming at other people saying that like they're not a true gamer, or they didn't really like the game if they didn't platinum, and that's dumb.
So that's not the whole entire conversation, right? Of course we can't get the whole entire conversation in the video because I don't want to just regurgitate what they said, but I also want to make sure I don't take them out of context and I put exactly how they think and they feel within this conversation, because that's what sparked my interest in the first place. I feel like for me, achievements and trophies are a good thing. I would never want to use my achievements or my trophies or my gamer score or whatever as a way to lord it over someone and be like, I'm better than you, I'm more of a gamer than you because I got X amount of score, or because I platinum this many games, you know what I mean? And even they feel the same way. That's the thing that they hate the most, and they feel like is the negative part of how people like to use achievements and trophies. Never use something that you spend your time in, that's your way of having fun, as to tell other people like I'm better than you or that like you're not a real gamer if you don't have all of these trophies or you don't have as much score as me. Even though I will admit, when I was younger, it was a source of pride, and even now it still kind of is. It just depends on the type of game, you know what I mean? It depends on the type of game. For me, the reason why I think that achievements and trophies have value is because if you love a game enough to play it more than once, the first time, whether it's a game that's based on multiplayer or PvP, or if it's a story-based game, you play it just to have fun. You get in there, you don't know anything about it, you're learning the mechanics, you're seeing if you like the story, the characters, the gameplay, stuff like that. You beat the game. For all intents and purposes, you beat the game. And then you come back and you're like, oh, I like this so much, I want to play it again. What did I miss? A good way to find out what you missed, or some things that you should maybe look into, focus on more, is the achievements, is the trophy system. Like, just for example, there's 2 games recently that I know that I really went into for the trophies and the achievements, and that's Destiny 2 and Streets of Rage 4. Destiny 2 has been out for a long time now, so has Destiny. Has been out for, almost I think a whole entire decade. So the people had time to to do those achievements. People had time to do those trophies. It's not like it's just a story and it's won and it's done. But besides the achievements that PlayStation gives you, you know, for the game, or Xbox gives you for the game, in the game itself, they have their own little system. They have these things called triumphs, where you go out of your way to do specific things in the game and they give you a score for it. Does the score matter? No, the score doesn't matter whatsoever. You know, it doesn't make you better or worse than anyone else, but it's something to do once you've done everything else in the game. It's just another form of having fun to show that you progressed with a specific character. Maybe you did a lot of strikes, maybe you did a lot of raids, maybe you're really good in PvP and you're going for specific things. Another thing's Beehive Triumph score that they have, these things called seals that they have in the game, where it's basically once you've done everything in the seal to unlock the seal, you get a little name underneath your name, like Dredgen or a Conqueror or a Light Bearer or things like that. It's like a little extra, you know, little extra thing there, you know, like a little extra bling next to your name to let people know, hey, you're really good in this specific area of the game. And I think that is something cool that adds value to the people who want to play the game, on top of just the achievements already that are in there. Now, going into Streets of Rage 4, there's so many achievements that I feel like you shouldn't have to worry about trying to get in the game, but it lets other people know, hey, you've played this game. Hey, you're good at this game. You like this game. Like, there's an achievement that you had to get 5 million points. It takes a lot just to get 1 million points. And there actually is an incentive to get points, because then it unlocks more characters, but that's not the point I'm trying to make here. That once you beat the game, there's really not much else to do. You know what I mean? Any more time that you spend playing the game is because you enjoy the game. So what is there to do? Achievements. If you beat the game with every single character, you get an achievement for beating the game with said character, and even the extra characters. And there's other stuff like beating the arcade mode on hard, beating the boss mode on hard, making sure that you get a whole bunch of points, stuff like that. Because I love the game so much, that gave me an extra incentive to go out and play it, besides just initially beating it. Now, I don't know if everyone else feels the exact same way that I do, but I would be very upset if the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, these next generation consoles, came out and they're like, you know what? We just don't feel like investing the time and energy into putting achievements for any of our games. We're just gonna cut that feature out. No more gamer score, no more achievements, no more trophies. We think that you guys don't care about that, so we're gonna take that out. That would bother me. I would hate to see it go. It's not something that we need. It's not necessary. Like, it's really going to impact how I feel about a game after I beat it or after I'm done playing it. But it's an incentive to continue playing the game, and it does make me feel good when I complete them. Also, if there's certain things that the developer wants us to experience but we never got a chance to while going through the game the first time, the achievements are really a good incentive to sort of push us in the right direction. Like, maybe there's this hidden secret that we didn't know anything about, and we wouldn't even bother to look for if we didn't know that there was an achievement for it. Or maybe the game has a whole bunch of hidden achievements and you've barely unlocked any of them after playing the game. It's a good idea to go look up, hey, what are the hidden achievements for this game? Oh, if I do this, if I do that, it gives me a new ending. Maybe it gives me a little piece of lore, stuff like that. I think that achievements and trophies have their own value. We shouldn't just throw them out, but at the same time, yes, we also shouldn't use them to try to hold it over people's head. Like, if you don't reach this level, you know what I mean, of commitment to this game, then you're not a real gamer, or I'm better than you, or anything like that. I think it's a waste of time to do anything like that. But for the people who do enjoy them, I really hope that they don't go away. I think it's a good thing, you know, that Steam has them. I think it's a good thing that Epic Games is giving more in them. I think any platform that you can play video games on, trophies or achievements should be there. They're just fun. They're a good idea, and I don't think we should be getting rid of them. But what do you guys think? Let me know. I appreciate you, joining the conversation, being a part of the community. I'll see you the next time. Peace.
Oh, did I scare you?
Try it.
Yeah, you.
Tried it. He tried it. I heard a Big Daddy. Oh, what the hell? Oh, wow.
I don't like this any more than you do, kid. But you gotta understand where I'm coming from. I got 12 years down here. Big investment. Man can't walk away from a long con like that.
Oh, don't worry. You won't be able to walk away from anything once we're done with you. You won't have to worry about walking at all.